The story begins with a young boy named Aang, the last surviving Airbender and the Avatar, the bridge between the human world and the spirit world, who carries the weight of an entire culture on his shoulders. Aang is a gentle, playful, and deeply compassionate soul, but beneath his cheerful exterior lies a profound sadness. He is the sole survivor of the Air Nomads, a peaceful and spiritual people who were brutally wiped out by the Fire Nation during the 100-Year War. The guilt of his survival haunts him, and he carries the burden of being the last of his kind, the last keeper of the airbending traditions, the last link to a world that no longer exists. Aang has already accomplished the impossible. He defeated the Fire Lord, ended the 100-Year War, and brought peace to the four nations. He united the Water Tribes, the Earth Kingdom, the Fire Nation, and the remnants of the Air Nomads into a fragile but hopeful alliance. He worked tirelessly to rebuild what was destroyed, to heal the wounds of war, and to create a world where all nations could live together in peace and harmony. He believed that his work was done, that he could finally rest, that he could finally enjoy the world he had helped to save. But Aang learns of an ancient power, a force so potent and so dangerous that it could either save his culture from extinction or destroy everything he has fought to protect. This power is tied to the origins of bending itself, a primordial energy that predates the Avatar, a force that could restore the Air Nomads to their former glory and bring back everything that was lost. Aang is consumed by the possibility. He could bring back his people. He could rebuild the air temples. He could restore the airbending traditions that were almost lost forever. He could finally fulfill his destiny as the last airbender. But the ancient power is not just a tool for restoration. It is also a weapon of unimaginable destruction. If it falls into the wrong hands, it could undo everything that Aang and his friends have sacrificed to achieve. It could upend the peace they fought so hard to win, plunging the world back into chaos and war. Aang knows that he must find this power before it is too late. He must protect it from those who would use it for evil. He must find a way to use it for good. Aang embarks on a global quest to find the ancient power, accompanied by his trusted friends and allies. He is not alone this time. He has the support of Katara, the master waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe, whose fierce determination and unwavering compassion have been his anchor through the darkest times. He has Sokka, the master strategist and the self-proclaimed idea guy, whose wit, humor, and tactical brilliance have saved them countless times. He has Toph, the blind earthbending prodigy who can sense the world through the vibrations of the earth, whose gruff exterior conceals a heart of gold and an unyielding loyalty. And he has Zuko, the Fire Lord, his former enemy turned ally, who has dedicated his life to restoring honor to his nation and ensuring that the mistakes of his ancestors are never repeated. Together, Team Avatar sets out on a new adventure, traveling across the globe in search of clues about the ancient power. They journey to the spirit world, where they seek guidance from the spirits who have watched over the world for millennia. They travel to the forgotten temples of the Air Nomads, where they search for ancient texts and artifacts that might hold the key to unlocking the power. They journey to the heart of the Fire Nation, where they confront the remnants of the old regime, who are still clinging to power and who will stop at nothing to reclaim their former glory. The ancient power is a legend that has been passed down through generations, a myth that has been dismissed by many as a fairy tale. But Aang discovers that the legend is real, that the power is tangible, and that it is connected to the very fabric of the world. It is the source of all bending, the primal energy that flows through every living thing. It is the force that gave the first benders their abilities, the power that shaped the world and created the Avatar. It is the key to understanding the true nature of the universe. But finding the ancient power is only the first step. Aang must also learn to control it. The power is wild, untamed, and dangerous. It is not something that can be easily wielded. It requires mastery, discipline, and a deep understanding of the balance of the world. Aang must undergo rigorous training, pushing himself to his limits and beyond, to unlock the full potential of his abilities. The journey is fraught with danger. They are pursued by a mysterious new enemy, a group of powerful benders who seek the ancient power for their own nefarious purposes. These benders are not Fire Nation, not Earth Kingdom, not Water Tribe. They are a new faction, a group of radicals who believe that the old ways are dead in. That a new world order must be forged from the ashes of the old. They are fanatical, ruthless, and willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals. They believe that the ancient power is the key to creating a world where benders are superior to non-benders, where the strong rule over the weak, where peace is enforced through fear and domination. Aang and his friends must confront these new enemies, using all of their skills, their wisdom, and their courage to stop them. They must fight not only for their own survival but for the future of the world. They must prove that peace is not a weakness, that harmony is not a dream, and that the bonds of friendship and love are stronger than any weapon. Throughout their journey, Aang is forced to confront his own guilt and grief. He is still haunted by the loss of his people, by the memory of the airbenders who were slaughtered, by the feeling that he could have done something to save them. He questions whether he deserves to be the Avatar, whether he deserves to be happy, whether he deserves to have a future when his people have none. But Aang is not alone in his struggle. His friends are there to support him, to remind him of who he is and what he stands for. Katara tells him that he is not just the Avatar, he is also a friend, a brother, a son. She tells him that he has brought hope to the world, that he has inspired countless people to believe in a better future. Sokka reminds him that he has already accomplished the impossible, that he has already proven that anything is possible with determination and courage. Toph tells him that he is stronger than he thinks, that his power comes not just from his bending but from his heart. Zuko tells him that he has changed the world, that he has inspired a new generation to believe in peace and justice. Aang also finds strength in his connection to the spirits. He learns that the ancient power is not just a physical force but a spiritual one, that it is connected to the balance of the world and the harmony of all living things. He learns that he must not only master the power but also understand its true purpose. He must use it to restore balance, to heal the wounds of the past, and to create a future where all people can live together in peace. As Aang and his friends travel across the world, they encounter new allies and new challenges. They meet a group of airbenders who survived the genocide, living in secret, hiding from the world. They have preserved the traditions of the Air Nomads, passing them down from generation to generation. Aang is overjoyed to find them. He is not alone. He has found his people. But the airbenders are afraid. They have been hiding for so long that they have forgotten how to trust. They are skeptical of Aang, skeptical of the world, skeptical of the future. Aang must earn their trust. He must prove to them that he is worthy of their heritage, that he will protect their traditions, that he will never let their culture be destroyed again. He trains with them, learning their secrets, their techniques, their philosophies. He discovers that the ancient power is tied to the very essence of airbending, that it is the key to unlocking the full potential of the airbending arts. But the enemies are closing in. They have tracked Aang and his friends across the globe, and they are determined to claim the ancient power for themselves. They launch a devastating attack on the airbenders' secret hideout, and Aang and his friends must fight to protect them. The battle is fierce and brutal. The enemies are powerful. their bending abilities augmented by dark magic and forbidden techniques. Aang is pushed to his limits, forced to use every ounce of his power and skill to protect his friends and his people. But he does not fight alone. Katara, Sokka, Toph, and Zuko are by his side, fighting with all their might. The Airbenders, inspired by Aang's courage, join the fight, using their ancient techniques to defend their home. In the end, Aang prevails. He defeats the enemies and claims the ancient power. But he does not use it for revenge or conquest. He uses it to restore the Airbenders, to bring back his culture, to heal the wounds of the past. The ancient power allows him to rebuild the air temples, to train new Airbenders, to restore the Air Nomads to their rightful place in the world. The story ends with Aang looking out over the restored air temples, surrounded by his friends and his people. He has fulfilled his destiny. He has saved his culture from extinction. He has brought balance to the world. He is no longer the last Airbender. He is the first of a new generation. The beginning of a new era. Aang turns to his friends and smiles. He has done what he set out to do. He has proven that the bonds of friendship, love, and hope are stronger than any weapon. He has proven that even the darkest of times can be overcome with courage, determination, and faith. He has proven that the Avatar is not just a symbol of power, but a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity, a symbol of the enduring spirit of humanity.